Namaste. I am Sharath Jois from Mysore, South India. I am a yoga master. Been doing yoga since 25-30 years under the guidance of my late Sri grandfather Sri K. Jois. So he was my teacher, guru, who taught me yoga, and I studied with him for many years. And I grew up with yoga since everyone in my house were yoga teachers. My mother, my grandfather, they were all teaching yoga. So that is how I grew up, by watching, seeing, learning, seeking yoga. So now I teach mostly in India. We have a yoga institute. It's called Sri K. Jois Ashtanga Yoga Institute, which is world renowned. So we get students from more than 60 countries who come there and learn, study with me there. So this is my small introduction. This Ashtanga Yoga came through Sri K. Jois, which is my grandfather. His teacher was Krishnamacharya, who was a great scholar, Sanskrit scholar, and then he learnt yoga through under the guidance of Rama Mohana Brahmachari. Rama Mohana Brahmachari was a big yogi. He lived in Himalayas. So that is where Krishnamacharya went and learned this style of yoga, which is called as vinyasa krama yoga. So then he learned from him and passed this knowledge to Sri K. Jois, which is my grandfather. And from my grandfather it came to me, it went to other disciples of Jois. So it's got this yoga is not new. It has been practiced for millions of years. As Bhagavad Gita says, Imam vivasvate yogam proktava namahavyayam vivaswan manuve praha manuriksha kavirnat evam parampara praptihi imam rajarshayo viduhu. This is the verse which Bhagavad Gita also says that yoga is not new. It has been practiced from millions and millions of years. So when this world started, the yoga also started. So that it's got a very old, it's got a very long history how it has come. And it is keep on, now there is lots of other students who are practicing yoga, and the knowledge has been passing. So this vina vinyasa asanadiyan nakarayet. This is what the Shastra says. The Shastra says don't do asanas, that is the postures, without vinyasa. So the vinyasa is very important. That is lots of breathing techniques and movements in between the postures. This is very important to make our body healthy and purify our nervous system. When we do that, we are purifying our nervous system. We generate internal energy, and that energy will purify our body and our nervous system, and each and every organ in our body gets purified and gets nourished. So that is why this vinyasa is very important. So this style of yoga has lots of breathing technique, lots of postures in between jumping, and like that is called as vinyasa, taking intervals in between the postures. So it's a age-old practice, ancient practice that we are practicing. Because my student asked me, especially I have a student called Lisa, and she was always asking me, when are you coming to Stockholm? You're going to other parts of Europe, why don't you come to Stockholm? And keep on postponing. I said next year, next year. Finally, I said, okay, I'll come. And 2 years back, that was my first visit to Stockholm. And I liked the people and the place. And I thought it is very good for Ashtanga Yoga. Here, the more often I come, it's good for the practice of Ashtanga Yoga, and it's good for students because not many people can come to Mysore, to India and study. So I thought, why don't I come here and teach them? So this is how it started, and this is why I'm coming. There is no that much difference. I think Swedish students are a little more shy, and I think they have lots of respect, lots of dedication towards the practice. That is very good. That is very important for yoga. So it's all the same at the end of the day. Every place there is good students. So there are lots of good students here also. And yoga is growing here, which is really good. So last time when I came, there were maybe half of the students what we have now. But this time it's grown so much. It is really good for everyone. See, yoga is the ultimate thing. Everybody is under stress. Everybody wants peace of mind. And this is yoga is the only practice which makes your mind peaceful. And it gives good health, not only physically, but mentally also. So I think it's that students have realized it. And they started practicing yoga. So it is getting very popular around the world. I mean, it's been there for many years. Ashtanga Yoga was taught many years back. In 1974 was my grandfather's first visit to the West. He went to the United States in 1974. And that is where he put the seed of Ashtanga Yoga outside India. So now it has grown all over the world, and everyone is practicing, and they are getting lots of benefit from this. That's why it's getting popular. If I meet a person who has never done Ashtanga Yoga, the first thing I would say to him or her, or this person, to come and watch. First, they need to come and watch the class. That too when a master is teaching. So, just watching the class, being in the class, you can experience a different kind of energy. So that is very important. We can't force anyone to do yoga. It has to come within them that they should practice yoga. First, they have to know why yoga has been practiced. What are the benefits of yoga? And once you enter to practicing yoga, once you go to a teacher and start practicing yoga, so then you'll realize all the benefits and how it affects the body and mind. So it is very important to go and observe the class first before you take a decision. Nowadays there is lots of yoga is coming. Every day there is new yoga, new type of yoga, which is not related to the ancient practice. It is more becoming like a physical practice, more like a gym kind of practice, like a aerobic kind of a practice. So these kind of practices doesn't give the same effect what the ancient practice gives. So it becomes very physical once you practice like this. So it is very important to realize for a beginner who has come to yoga to go and observe classes and see classes and take a decision who is going to teach me the ancient practice of yoga. So this is also is very important. Yoga means we can gain good health through yoga. We can get peace of mind through yoga. Especially in this modern world, as I've told many times, many people have lots of stress. Nobody has time. Everyone is running behind something. So they need to calm the mind. Otherwise they go crazy. So it is very important to sit in one place and try to practice yoga so that we'll gain good health, peace of mind, longevity, we can live longer. So all these benefits are there. It is not new. Yoga is not new. It has been practiced from millions and millions of years back. All the saints, rishis, munis, we call rishi muni means the saints and the spiritual practitioners, they've always have been practiced yoga, and they have realized all these things, how to calm their mind, how to live longer. So life is very important, life is very precious. So how you lead that life, that is very important. You want a happy, blissful life, then you have to practice yoga. Yoga will teach you many things. Yoga will teach you how to conduct yourself in this world, how to be in this world, and how to live happily in this world, how to live blissfully in this world. It's all a part of yoga. So yoga can be explained in different ways. Yoga, as Yoga Sutra says, yogas chitta vritti nirodha. How yoga is to calm the mind, calm the monkey mind. Mind is like a monkey, it's running here and there, it wants to do so many things. There is no limit for mind to go here and there. It's always jumping here and there. So how to calm the mind and live? You need to rest the mind and calm the mind so that we are more focused within ourselves. Within ourselves means we have to realize ourselves also. That is called as antaratman. Antaratma means to realize the inner self. How to realize inner self? We are always, our observation, our thoughts, our attention, overall attention is all external. We want to do what others do, we want this one, we want that, everything is external. So how to realize inner self? It's only possible through yoga. So once we realize inner self, we can bring peace to ourselves, to this mind also.